Hi there, Jordan Roberts here. I am the head brass tech here at West Michigan Band Instruments, and today we're going to be fixing up this Getzen 300 series E-flat trumpet. Now, as you can see, this thing's seen better days. That bell, pretty beat up. We got some pretty good-sized dents in there, if you can see with the light. And it's been pretty well oxidized, and I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of other fun little surprises we find while we're disassembling and fixing it up. We're going to be fixing this up really nicely, and it's going to play like a champ by the time we're done with it. The first step here is disassembling the horn so that we can see what we got. Once we take it all apart, then we'll be able to really get at all of the dents and dings and get this thing looking and playing nicely. This tool here is pretty awesome. It's like having super strong hands. But as you can see, it's got these soft jaws so that your horn doesn't get dented up or dinged or scratched or anything like that while you're trying to open it. The main tuning slide here is stuck pretty well. So we got this handy dandy tool. We're going to latch onto there very carefully and then use the rawhide to get that moving. I've been doing this for a while, and this can be a scary thing. But on this table we actually have a little bit of a yoga mat on this table so that we can work without beating anything up too bad. You want to tap it on both sides so that it comes out evenly. Looks like we're almost there. All right, there we go. Success. So we got quite a bit of corrosion, and this thing is old. So you can see one of the legs here of the main tuning slide is a little loose in there. So that probably led to quite a bit of leakage in the sound. And the cork is pretty much shot, so we'll be replacing that too. But we'll clean this up first. Now we're going to be giving this thing a bath here in our chemical bath. It's an acidic solution that'll take off a lot of the old dirt. Now we just wash the horn with a simple degreasing soap. And that gets it a lot cleaner. It's not going to be polished yet, but it's going to be workable. Now we're using a really soft scrub brush here, or rag here. We don't want to mess up the finish or anything. Now we got a brush for getting inside the valve casings here. Use it to get in these tubes here as well. We give it a good rinse and we move on to our next step here. So now we're going to be rolling this bell out so that it's more bell shaped. It's certainly a lot more bell-like. Alright, so now we're actually going to move over to the other side of this tool so we can get these big dents out of the bell throat here. Watch this, this is really cool, because this dent right here, that is about to disappear. It's a heck of a lot better than it was.
Georgia, Georgia.
That is cool. Much better. All right, so as we talked about before, this main tuning slide kind of got dinked up and came apart while we were disassembling it. So we're going to put a little solder right here to get that back in shape. So we start by putting a little flux in there. The flux helps it helps the solder flow through. Don't try this at home. Get the flame just right. Don't want it too hot, too cool. We're going to apply the heat right to that spot where we were just with the flux. I'm going to get that boiling, and you'll hear it. And once that's boiling, you can just touch the solder right to it, and it'll flow into where it needs to go. This main tuning slide, and we have a really nasty old cork in there, so we're going to replace that, and then we're going to start polishing this whole thing up and get some of this oxidation off of there. Here's a little screwdriver. We're going to pop the cork right off of there. Oh, look at that, it came off wonderfully. Yeah, I'll put a new one on there. I like to use these little synthetic ones. They seem to last forever, so. Now look how much nicer that is. And it seals too. Alright, so now we're going to pop into the polishing. This is where this horn is going to go from pretty ugly to just pretty. It's already starting to look a lot better.
Other arms reach out to me. Other eyes smile tenderly. Still in peaceful dreams I see the road leads back to you. Oh, Georgia, sweet Georgia. No peace I find, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my
Alright, so now that we got this all cleaned up, we're going to apply some protective grease here to each of the slides, and then we're going to get after the valves. We also added a ring here for the third valve slide. Forgot to mention that. Luckily I have a ton of those laying around. And finally this main tuning slide, which we've now gotten back together. Alright, so while I was digging around for parts, I managed to find both matching valve buttons and these really cool valve caps. Got this neat little octagonal thing there from another Getzen, so it fits perfectly. So now we're going to go ahead and put new felts and everything on the valves and get these bad boys assembled and get this thing play tested. There we go. There you go.